Hi, just a follow-up video about the suburban coaches that someone inquired about whether they could install seating in them. Well, apparently you could. This is the 1961 Triang Railways catalogue, and you got a picture of them there, R120 and R121. And in the corner of the page here, it's got article here about seat units. So, and it's actually got a picture of a suburban coach in the three pieces. You've got the roof, the glazing and the seats. And indeed, if you look down the list, let's get me pen here. It actually does say seat unit for suburban composite coaches and seat unit for suburban brake second coaches. So there you go, it does exist. And I had a look through a pile of catalogues. Now, seat units for the suburban carriages came in this catalogue, the 61. They was in the next year, 62. In 1963, they disappeared and you could only get the green suburban carriage, which fitted with the Southern Emu. And then by 1964, they'd all gone. They'd had a run from 1956 until 1962, I suppose. So that's 6 years. Anyway, the brush type 2s, I had a look through my catalogues, and it's quite a complicated story. I mean, the first one, R357, was in an experimental blue livery with white cab windows. All these, by the way, had the running number of 5572 or D5572. The following, and with the head code 4C01. Following year 63, it went to green with the grey roof, the normal kind of thing we've got here, like that. And various, there's, where are we? There's another blue one with a light grey roof, 1966, which was running number 5578. Or it would have been D5578, with the blue with the light grey roof, and that had a head code of 4C01. These are all going just by the catalogues. I haven't got any examples for most of these. So these are the pictures in the catalogue. And then you've got, where are we? The Freightliner set started in 64 with the quite about 7 wagons, I think there was, including the horse box and the cattle wagon and the milk tank. That was RS51. It changed to R3. No, hold on. It changed to. Oh no, that's the code for. In 1966, they issued 2. One was the blue with the light grey roof, and the other one was in a set, RS51, and that was R357B, and that was actually green, and that had the same head code 4C01. So then we turn over the page here in my little notebook, and they carried on with various head codes. The corporate blue began in 1968. The set number changed from Freightmaster set we're talking about here. That changed from RS51 to R551. Went through changes. RS651. I got mixed up here with the catalogue, so it goes 73, 72, 71. Now the extra pickups, I've made a note here, came in 1973 with the head code 9D80 on a green model. And then 1974 you had the green one with pickups 4C01. So various sort of numbers for the Freight Master sets here. They'd gone by 1977 and that was it. 1976 would have been the last one. It was in green. It was head code was 9D80, and it was the set was the Freight Master set would have been R570. Same green loco, but with different assortment of wagons from they were originally. And in fact 74, 75, 76 they had sort of I think they were just trying to get rid of wagons that didn't sell well and put them in sets. So one that was on the ones that were on the railway were this one, which is from 1967, which has got the 9D80 head code. It's in fairly good nick. It's got all the rungs on the ladder leading up to the boiler water tank filler. And there's no additional pickups on the trailing bogie. I'll show you one that has got additional pickups. This one's from 1974, I think, because it's got the additional pickups and it's got 4C01 head code, and that's got a shiny finish on it, and you'll notice that one of the rungs on the footsteps leading to the boiler filler is missing just there, and that's where they put the number for the corporate blue locomotive, because they didn't want to print it over the step. There we are, just there. The other strange thing with the 1974 model is on the power bogie, the steps that should be beneath the driver's door are up the other end of the bogie, and this is a cast metal bogie as well. I looked in the 74 catalogue, and indeed the picture in there also had the steps at the wrong end of the bogie. But that's that probably continued until the end. I don't know. I think this is the latest one I've got, and seeing as they finished in 76, was it? I just said. Yeah, this is probably one from being from 1974. This is one of the later ones. So yeah, it's got a nice. They've coated it in varnish. Otherwise, it's the same as the previous finishes on the green ones. This is the other one I've got. That's 4C01 as well, but obviously not having the additional pickups. This is pre-1973. So yeah, it's a funny old business, isn't it? Now on one end of these, yeah, you see below that number there, below the D5572, you can clearly see the maker's plate, and it actually says brush traction. And if you look under a magnifying glass and your locomotive's not too beaten up, you can actually read that. Not sure we can get it on my camera phone, but yeah, that's quite a good added detail, isn't it? And of course you've got built in Britain Triang R357, and also underneath they've got the brush traction England little maker's plate underneath there. So yeah, that was just a little addendum to the last video. So I'll be seeing you soon. Bye for now.